Hello everybody and welcome to the 12th episode of Hacking Success. My name is Enes, I'm the host and I have a guest as well. You can introduce yourself.
And my name is Sid. And today I will be with you. I will be the guest of him.
Yeah. So we are actually here in Istanbul Technical University. I'm actually the guest. He picked the place. So we'll be talking about some different topics. You can see from if you are watching this on YouTube, you will see from the chapters that what are the topics. So since you are my guest, what do you do? Who are you?
What do I do? So again, my name is Sid.
Yeah.
I'm from Istanbul. I born in here. I raised in here, and I'm still living in here. Right now, I'm an engineering student in Istanbul Technical University, and also I'm an entrepreneur. I have a recycling startup. It's basically a marketplace for that. We have a nice crew. We have a nice team, and also I'm making research on defense industry. I've been in some associations, some students club, etc., some activities, organizations, and projects. For technology, and I'm also researching on that thing. And also, I'm a musician.
Musician?
Yeah. I play drums, I play guitar. These two ones are my main, instruments. I started with some hand drums, Turkish hand drums, when I was like 8-9 years old.
8, 9?
Yeah, like I was in the first school or middle school. And afterwards, I started like drums, drum kit. And my father said like, I also had a voice. I was, able to sing. So he told me, you cannot carry some drums. You should have something you can carry. You should have something you can...
Like a guitar.
I was thinking about piano. I was thinking about kanun, the Turkish string. Yeah. But then I started playing guitar, at the age of 14 maybe. And afterwards, I started playing guitar, electric guitar, etc. I played in some, I played in some metal bands.
Ooh, metal.
Yeah, metal. My favorite, genre was rock, actually, progressive rock, hard rock and progressive rock.
Very interesting. Okay.
I was having so much fun out of it. When I was at high school, we had a students band, like a high school band. We played in our high school, and also we played in some universities, some university festivals. I was looking older when I was at high school too. They also had that. I was a student at the university. That was fun. I was playing drums there. And afterwards, when I was starting to university, I kept playing. We had a group in the university, full engineers, one architect and other guys were engineers. I was singing and I was playing some bass, sometimes guitar, depending on the piece.
Yeah.
It was fun. And right now, I'm also singing some, ethnical, mystical music, some masks. Yeah, we played in singing Konya. Some festivals, mystical music festivals.
Okay.
In Istanbul, we have some circle. So yeah, I'm a musician too, and also I'm in the teas. I'm some sort of they call as tea expert, but in Turkey there are not so many people in the teas, so it's hard to put some reference points. There are no certifications for that.
Yeah.
And it looks like we will start some certification for this. I'm into teas. I really love teas. And also I'm, doing some workshops and lectures about teas too.
Really?
Yeah, I made some programs, some workshops and lectures in some universities. At Bahçeşehir, at Özyeğin. I made a workshop in here in Istanbul Technical too. I made it to, Fatih Belediye.
Yeah.
I made it in some associations and companies.
Private companies.
Yeah, some private companies. Tea is one of my interests. And also I was thinking about going professional on the tea, like building a brand or something like that. I had an idea on that, but I don't know, I didn't want it back then.
Very interesting, okay. Teas. What made you go learn about teas? It's very specific and interesting.
You learn it. The hard part is not learning. Hard part is finding the teas. In Turkey, I started when I was at high school, so it was too expensive for me. Interesting teas from Taiwan, from China, from Japan. It was hard to find some of them. But when you're able to, buy them, when you're able to collect them, you can learn it yourself. You're simply making experiments on that. I loved making experiments since I was a child, so it became like a habit for me. I was just trying all the teas. I was reading about it. When I find some people who knows about teas, I was talking with them, which almost there are no people in Turkey, and so it evolved in something interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
I had a sensei.
Sensei.
Yeah. He was Japanese.
Japanese.
His name was, Naomoto. He was he was a scholar in the Marmara University.
Okay.
He's a famous guy in Turkey right now. I mean, I was helping him with the tea ceremonies in some. How can I tell? There were some groups, not student groups, but some sort of social groups.
Yeah.
They were making some projects, some social projects, and so I wanted to be part of it. I want to learn it.
Okay.
Then he gave me a napkin, a
Napkin.
purple napkin. I became his student, something like that. He helped me.
And when you progress, does the napkin's color change? Or what?
No,
What does it
I'm
mean?
like when the time passes, when you graduate. In Japan, in the tea ceremony part, I wasn't in the tea ceremony part. I'm not in there right now. It has like 400s of history.
Ooh,
It's an old thing.
it's a whole thing.
It is an old thing.
Very interesting.
I mean, it is really interesting. I mean, if you dive into it, all people are into coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee is nothing.
Really?
Nothing. When you compare it with the tea, nothing. Nothing deep about coffee. Nothing different about coffee. Yes, I'm into coffee tea. I have so many barista friends.
Yeah.
I have a network on that part. I like the taste coffees. I like the
Drink it.
taste differences. I like to try some different methods of brewing it. Yeah, you can detect the differences, but tea is really different. You don't have to detect it. You taste. It's something else.
It's a whole different genre.
It's a whole different genre, and the reason is there is no Starbucks of tea.
Oh.
If there will be a Starbucks of the tea will be much more important than the coffee. I mean, have you heard any war about coffee? I don't think so.
No.
There is a war on tea.
Really?
The British army bombed the coast of the China.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, the opium and tea war. They were, giving opium and buying tea. Chinese didn't accept opium anymore, so they bombed China. I oversimplifying, but
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
and also tea has a really interesting mythological and financial history. It's really important for the finance of the countries. Economics, like
as the country that drinks the most tea.
Turkey. And also we have the one of the underdeveloped tea culture.
Yeah, I would say that as well.
But Turkish tea is not really good. I mean, with Turkish tea, the plant, the tea is not bad, but the way we make the tea, the way we brew it, the way we drink, the way we produce it, it's not really good. It's just to be honest.
Basic.
Yeah, but the problem is not being basic. We are making it wrong most of the time.
Oh.
And we are, get used to wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So we are keeping it wrong, and we like to wrong. But it's not good.
Okay, got it.
It's there's no taste, there is no interesting flavors. You're losing all the flavors, etc. And it's basically dust, which includes dust.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing too. So I don't really prefer Turkish tea, which you can buy from market. I'm buying some Turkish tea from some special places, but my favorite black tea is Sri Lanka, like Ceylon teas. This is a best one in the world for the black tea. But sometimes I drink the Turkish tea too.
Very interesting. Okay. Which one you said was your favorite?
Ceylon. Ceylon, like in
Ceylon.
Turkey.
Ah, okay.
The ones which they are smuggled tea.
Oh.
Most of them are Ceylon, like almost all of them are Ceylon.
Okay.
And also the British tea, the British breakfast tea, they're also Ceylon. Like half Ceylon, half Assam. Assam tea is really good too. Sometimes they put some Kenya tea in that, especially in the Irish breakfast teas. English tea is mixed of Assam and Ceylon. In Irish, they put some Different teas too. Pure teas. Yeah, cheese. That's one of my interests. So, I'm an entrepreneur who plays drums and guitars and sings, who's singing in the mosque, and who makes and who likes tea. That's who I am.
That's who you are
That's
as a
who I am.
person.
As
Okay.
a person.
Very good. So the first one is actually technology entrepreneurship.
The technology entrepreneurship, yeah.
Yeah.
The reason that I wanted to talk about this big team, it's like my main focus is about deep tech and defense tech. In the Istanbul Technical University, when I first started the university, my first student association, my first student club was the entrepreneurship club. So we always knew about the startups. We always knew about entrepreneurs since like middle school, high school. You become a startup person, you become an entrepreneur, then suddenly at age of 16 you become a billionaire. We had many dreams.
The good old dreams.
We had so many dreams. Right now they have dreams for not for startups, but I believe like dropshipping,
Yeah, dropshipping.
crypto. Like
I did that.
you did that.
Yeah. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, it never happens. Like these are all some. This is fashion. They just tell you if you do this, you will be successful. They just show one or two examples. But on the startup part, on the entrepreneurship part, you never lose. Even if you lose money, even if you fail, yet still you earn something. You have something. But like back then at the high school, at the middle school, it wasn't that serious. Like we were just saying we wanted to become one of them, but it wasn't a serious thing. But when I started university, things started to change, especially with students club and situations with student projects in here, because there are so many engineering projects. You can see some technofest things.
Yeah.
There are so many competitors for the technofest, for international competitions from Istanbul Technical University. And so when I met them, we realized that there is a problem. They're making so many wonderful vehicles, like autonomous robots, some UAVs, many things, like anything you can imagine. Like they're studying on the quantum technologies, like air systems, sea systems, land systems, space systems, everything. But where does all these projects go?
They just disappear.
They disappear. They go to the technology, fairs. They go to some competitions. Afterwards, they send CV to somewhere, the project, poof. There's so many people who want to be an entrepreneur out there.
Yeah.
Who has no idea about technology, who has no idea about how to make something possible, how to work with some crew, some young fellas. But at here, they know how to act together. They know how to fly an unmanned system. And they know how to control it, how to build it, how it works.
Yeah.
But they don't go any further. If they go further, there's so many things that they can. I've seen that too. I've seen some startups, some companies which started from some project teams, some competitors. For example, there's a really good one. There was a space company, Novart. They started they were from Italy. There was a project team called Pars.
Oh, I know.
Pars Rocket Systems. They were the first student team who made the hybrid rocket engine. They built it. Yeah, they made the R&D themselves. They built it themselves. It wasn't for a competition. They wanted to do it. They studied for that, and they built it. And afterwards, they kept moving. They built a company. I knew them. All of them was so brilliant people. They also inspired me so much. And also there's a startup called Hyperweather.
No.
They're making the Boston Dynamics.
Yeah, I know Boston Dynamics.
Yeah, the robot dog.
Yeah, the yellow one. Mostly
the yellow one, etc. They're making one of them. Like they're making an robotic, unmanned, autonomous dog.
Yeah.
Like they don't call it. They sometimes call it as dog. Sometimes they call it as the. I forget the name of the animal. The one with the horns, the stubborn one.
Goat.
Yeah, goat. Yeah. Autonomous goat.
Autonomous goat.
Because it's a little bit bigger than the usual ones. Usually they're making robot dogs like this in Turkey, like some plastic ones, some comes from China. They build software, but theirs are different, and they're different than the professional companies. They're different than the holdings. They do better job than them. Why? Because they studied so hard for competitions. They worked in the project teams at their brightest, youngest years, at the age of the 19, at the age of the 20, and afterwards, they built a company. They built a startup.
Can we say that like these young people work a lot more harder than those ones?
Exactly. Because like
in the industry.
If I hire you for a company, I mean, like, not every company is like that, but most of the time, I pay you. Even if I pay so much, you are working because I pay you the money. You're working because you have a time gap, but they don't have a time gap. They don't start at 9, they don't finish at 5.
Yeah, true.
They are always in the business.
24/7.
24/7.
Yeah, that's good.
Even while sleeping. Now, I know that because I was part of some projects, like when it's your project, when it's something you own, when it's something which is your idea, you're thinking about it even when you're sleeping. I remember that I was in meetings in my sleep and it was productive. When I wake up, I took the notes, like it worked. I was working while I was sleeping.
That's a good one. Actually, that's what I call like some winner's mindset, because some people come up to me and say, I talk about this a lot. Like in my university, okay? People come up to me and say, I have this project in mind, like some computer science project. It's good. And I say, okay, yeah, make that happen. And next week I come up, what did you do?
Nothing. They don't believe.
Like, next month, nothing. 1 year later, the dude already forgot about the project. And when I come up to him and say, what did you do? I didn't make it happen.
Why it didn't happen? Because you didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. Because they don't execute. Like, they think sometimes there is some really tightness, but I don't think that's always their fault too.
Not always, yeah.
Because sometimes, like, they don't know how to start. It's really understandable. Because I was like that when I was at high school. Like, obviously. Not only for the startups, I had some projects before Technofest, like at the 2017 and 2018. We had some technology projects. We were really serious about it. It was like a dream for us. It never happened. The reason was simple. It wasn't possible. There was no, like, we didn't really know some foreign languages back then. We didn't know English. We didn't know Russian or German or any of them. There was no way for us to learn that knowledge, to get that know-how. We were at like 15, 16 maybe. We wanted to get something, like some raw materials even. There was no sort of, way that we can buy the things. Because it was like for example, we wanted to build a rocket, like a model rocket. It's not like we wanted to learn how to make it. I started to, make the, it was basic, but some computer analysis and some designs. There was a software for rockets. We were trying to get the motors, the engines. Yeah. There was no. We searched about the communities. We searched about the associations. The website that we find was closed at the beginnings of the 2000s.
Oh, it's been a long
10 years, 15 years ago.
It's too old.
We made a research like if we do that, how we can send it. There wasn't a place. Like, we were thinking maybe we can go to some forest areas, the Taşdelen.
Yeah.
The forest areas, we can send it. We didn't really care. Yeah, but the reason is we cannot find the material. We can't get the know-how. Like, I had a book. Like, I found a book from a place. It was English. I didn't know
even
English
at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I knew English, but it wasn't enough to understand an engineering book.
Yeah, too many terminologies, etc.
Too many terminology. I mean, we were studying while we were like 15, 16. We were studying calculus to understand the stuff.
Yeah.
Because like we went to a class. We couldn't make it. It was a university class. We just not sneaking, but we wanted to get in. They allowed us. We understand nothing, so we were overhyped. We will learn it. I woke up like at the 6, at the 7, to understand the mathematics of it, to get the basic know-how. Yet still, like even if you have the basic know-how, even if you know how to make some calculations, you don't have the materials, you don't have the culture, you don't have the financial background, you don't know how to do anything.
It's difficult.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Yeah.
So like I don't, I'm not mad at them, the ones who don't execute because they don't know.
Yeah.
I am mad at the ones who has some opportunities, but they
Just
choose to lay
lazy.
down. Yeah, they just choose to have some parties,
Yeah.
hanging around, fooling around, instead of studying and working on the project.
Yeah.
No, just you don't even have to close yourself.
Exactly.
Just focus on something, whatever it is.
I have a question from the previous argument you said, like too many projects being done but not coming to the real life.
Yeah, most of them, many of them.
What do you think happens to them? What do you think happens to these projects? Like just out of thin air, but does it just
Some of them disappears. Like I mean,
not the like does the
because they finish the university,
okay
they go some engineering firm, work it there,
yeah
and project dies. Like there are so many project teams like that. In it too. By the way, that's why we wanted to build. We had some sort of project. We called it as defense. I was a member of the defense industry students club of the Turkey, of the Istanbul Tech University. We built a project. Like the deal was an program only focusing on the defense tech and deep tech startups, but not the ones who are at the. We were focusing on the ideas. Proceed.
yeah
We were encouraging the ideas. The reason was we went to an idea talk. Afterwards, we realized that we should become an entrepreneur. Why we realized that? Because at that idea talk, we understand how we can start. We understand how we can make ideas, how we can make solutions. And so we thought that if we manage to make a system, a ground for the deep tech, defense tech, only in Istanbul Tech University, only for the project teams, to encourage them to build some startups, to build some companies. It doesn't have to be a rocket company because you cannot survive with a rocket company most of the time. It's like
it's a competitive
there are so many
industry.
rocket teams. There are so many rocket teams. If every single one of them tries to make an rocket company,
It will be too saturated, probably.
it wouldn't be meaningful. But if they know how to make rockets, they can do many other things. They can make software. They can make some other hardwares. They can make many other things. There are some racing car teams. They can build a startup.
Yeah.
They don't have to make a car, but they can make a simple solution for manufacturing of car. They can work B2B. They don't have to be B2C. Or they don't have to be B2G.
Yeah.
They don't need to have a product. They should have an idea, a solution, something which they can sell. An idea. Because that was the thing. But we took this idea, we went to so many organizations. We went to some governmental organizations to take support of them. They were all interested. They, some of them even helped us to make it. But the thing is, to make it happen, it is complicated.
Yeah,
it is complicated.
Absolutely.
Because I remember that I was reading about the how it happens in the America, how it happens at the US.
Yeah.
Why does Silicon Valley become like this? How did it become successful? Or how defense industry goes in there at Silicon Valley or other startup areas?
Mm-hmm.
Because the main innovation unit is DARPA.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there are so many wonderful defense or deep tech. I believe those are the same things. Every defense tech project is also deep tech, and also all deep tech projects also can be used in the defense. These are the same things. It's like dual use, most of them. So we checked out their systems. We think like how we can took it to Turkey, how we can make a tailor-made solution for the ecosystem. We were still figuring out some solution. So basically, it was some sort of an entrepreneurship.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, it wasn't a product; it was the ecosystem.
Yeah, it was the idea first.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
We studied on Russia. We studied on China. We just try to understand how does innovation works in there. How is the situation? How is this in Europe? Why there are so many technology unicorns from Europe? Why it's not happening in Turkey? I mean, we understand why it doesn't really happen in Turkey that often.
Yeah.
When we started there, but thanks God, nowadays it's much more better in here.
Absolutely,
in
I agree,
Istanbul, it's a good environment for the entrepreneurs.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so much support.
So at first you talked about like you tried to be an entrepreneur at like middle school, high school. Like you had that kind of mentality from the first.
Sort of.
Yeah. So when you come to here in university, like maybe you change the city, maybe you change your environment, but how much did the network had an effect on you? Your new friend group, maybe your like new kind of people around. How much did it affect you?
It affects me, but how can I tell? Even in Istanbul Technical University, yes, there were so many bright people, but not most of the people are burning to make a good project, like dying to make something. No, like when I first started the university, I can say the first 50 people, first 100 people had no deal with projects. Like I met with so many people from my faculty. Most of the people were coming from some Anatolian parts. All they wanted to do was having fun.
Yeah. But we can say that it's temporary fun.
Temporary fun, because like at the first year, they can try to have fun.
Yeah.
They can barely pass the calculus. They can barely pass the chemistry. They can barely pass the physics.
Yeah.
But when it comes to electromagnetism, you cannot pass it with having fun. So if they have fun for the first year, they can survive somehow. Second year, they can survive. Third year,
they just quit. Maybe. Yeah.
So like it doesn't affect me well because like I mean we were having a friendship with them. It didn't help me with anything. But on the other hand, I met with brilliant people here. Yeah. But the thing is, even in here, you cannot find brilliant people anywhere in the place. Like they're not everywhere. I mean, you can come across with them anywhere, but there is some centers which they are involved in. For example, like this place is an entrepreneurship center. Yeah. Every single people in here is here because they are or they want to be an entrepreneur. And so you can find them in here. In project teams, in students club, thematic, students club, you can meet with them. And I met with like the most brilliant people in here too. The network, the friend network, was really effective on that for me. Because for example, I met with a guy who were simply making some engines for the UAVs. He was just a student. And I had a friend like he was 18 years old, 19 years old right now. He's making a jet engine He's making a jet engine. Okay. A mini turbofan jet engine. He started doing it at the age of 16. He wanted to make an engine, so he started learning it online from YouTube. Okay,
that's a good start actually.
That's a wonderful start. Yeah. That's the beginning and that's the end. He learned like almost anything from YouTube. Yeah. The basics, fundamentals, and after fundamentals. Afterwards, he met with some factory owners. Some industry, people. They guided him a little bit, and just two and a half years later, and also he was at a really good high school. He had his own team. He was designing jet engines in here. It's really how can I say? It inspired me. Him and also the ones who I mentioned, the Novar team. Yeah. They also inspired me so much. The Hyperver, the other startups, the AUV teams, VEFA, they were also really successful. Their leader of the last year or the year before, he was also my friend. Like he's a brilliant person. Like he has a dream, he has a goal. the people like that when you find them. But when you first come here, you don't mess with them. You don't meet with them.
Yeah, exactly.
First year, no. Because like the area is not really suitable for that.
Because of the percentage of them.
Yeah.
They don't appear as much often as you look in the school, like maybe you search for them. I remember I recorded some kind of video. I said that I'm trying to make a team before I met you guys actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's the reason that I met you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I recorded a like kind of Instagram story type of video. I said,
by the way, we meet from Üsküdar, basically.
Yeah.
Üsküdar Circle.
Üsküdar Circle. So I recorded a video saying like I'm trying to create a team because I don't have so much people around me that have this like kind of mentality, have this kind of insanity to go beyond their limits, like to make some project happen, startups happen. They just like some kind of lazy, I will do it tomorrow kind of people. Like I don't like them. I have so less of them around me. I thought I make that video and I show actually Jimin. You know, he doesn't use Instagram, but I said, I recorded this video, and I showed it to him, and he said, actually, we have this kind of a friend group. You want to meet them? And that's the whole reason I met you guys.
That's how we came there?
Yeah, that's how we came.
I didn't know the story, by the way.
Yeah, this is an interesting one, actually. Like, somehow God made it happen, I don't know. But in that video, I said, I need people that want to make this project happen as bad as they want to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because let's say you have some kind of projects right now, you are working on it. You know from the start there will be some kind of obstacles on the way. There will be some kind of maybe malfunctions, maybe for some kind of engine stuff. Some, I don't know. It will be hard. It will not be that easy. If it's easy, everyone will do it in the end. But you know it, and even though you know these obstacles will come, you just sign the paper and start. So
obstacles, yeah, they're everywhere. Whatever you want to do, there will be some obstacles. Everything is hard. Every single thing is hard. Even if you want to open a basic shop, a market,
coffee shop,
there are some obstacles.
Yeah.
So, if you will have obstacles in every single way, in every single path, make it worth it.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. Just aim big.
Yeah.
Like my father always told me, even if you will drown in the sea, drown in the ocean.
Good
not in the lake.
It's less embarrassing.
Yeah, no, it's not about being embarrassing. Like, you can drown, like, it's okay, you can sink, but don't sink in the lake. Even if you will sink in the ocean. Be in the big sea. Be with the big fishes.
Yeah.
Fail in there. It doesn't matter, but be in there.
Be in there. Be a part of it.
Yeah, be a part of it. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to be in the Egypt. Like in the universities, this is the big sea.
Yeah. When you think about it, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, because when you're, with this, the same analogy, if you're in the ocean, all the way through, you will match with the people, you will match with the fishes, the ones who are in the ocean, the ones who will be in your, network, the ones you connect with, they are from ocean.
Yeah.
This is valuable, and also, it is more fun. It is more interesting. Like, there are so many interesting people in there.
Yeah. Interesting.
So there was a saying, play big, lose big. Like,
play big, lose big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good one. In the, I think, 11th episode, me and my friend talk about, the way to success, blah, 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 blah. Like, even though this podcast name is Hacking Success. So the way to success goes from losing. So what is the biggest loss that you ever encountered in your life? If it's okay for you.
I'm in my early age, so...
Yeah. I mean, for your age.
And massive, I had some failures, which I don't really want to mention.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it's some sort of an inside thing, so I don't want to, spill out.
Yeah, it's alright. So, do you believe that in order to win, you have to go that path of losing all the time?
Not all the time, I don't believe it. Like, all the motivation talks, everybody says, like,
yeah.
you must lose. you should lose. You should lose again. You should lose one more time. It will teach you so many things. Yeah, but winning will teach you much more things.
You think that?
Yeah, of course, because you know how to do it.
Interesting.
You're sure that how you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually true.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you lose, yeah, you know how to lose. But I want to know how to win.
So the thing I do is easy.
Yeah, it becomes easy. Like we, met like 1.5 to 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
You seen the place, you seen the area, etc. To be honest, the thing that we are doing it there is a really complicated. It's a really hard thing. Most of the people don't want to get involved with it because it's complicated. For me, not at all. I know how to do it. For me, it's tiring. It's not hard.
That's good.
Yeah, so you just make solutions when you know how to win, when you succeed, and it will never be perfect. You should learn from imperfections, not from your lost. You should learn how to fix that imperfections. When you learn how to fix that, then you will become the one who they will search for. You will be that guy.
Okay, interesting. So the reason people say that, oh yeah, you need to lose, you need to that.
Because people lose.
Yeah,
everybody
because
loses
people lose.
sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you need to motivate them.
Yeah.
You need to tell them that it's alright. Everybody loses sometime.
Yeah.
But you don't have to praise losing. You don't have to praise losing. You shouldn't lose. Try to win. Yes, you will lose, but don't try to lose.
Exactly.
But when you lose, it's not end of the world.
Yeah.
Now, it's really brave words for us to talk in these young ages, but
in our experiences so far,
our
maybe
little experiences.
little.
Yeah, the little.
We don't know the future yet, but the reason I think some people say it is because when you lose, you analyze your path more rigorously. Like, oh, what made me lose?
Mm-hmm.
But if you are some kind of a person that wants to make it a little bit more better, or will do that job again,
How could I make it better?
Yeah.
You can easily think about it.
Yeah, basically. So your win could be at the same kind of level. But some people still say this, and that's a question as well. Like, you have some limits, right? Like in jobs that you do. Have you ever felt that you have nothing to lose?
Yeah.
And that made you powerful, right?
That made what?
That made you powerful.
No, it
in
didn't make me
scenario.
powerful.
It didn't make you powerful.
Yeah, because I just think I didn't have anything to lose. It's alright.
It just made you
because I didn't
less
have
stressful.
anything, because, I'm 21 years old, so I don't really have so many things to lose. I don't have a family. I don't have I don't have babies to feed.
People taking care of.
Yeah, I don't have people which I'm responsible for. I don't have a home which I must pay that. Otherwise, if I go broke, I'll just sleep somewhere here. I just sleep at some mosque.
Yeah,
I'll figure it out. You can find some way when you're alone, when you're young, when you're a student, because there is no expectations from you. The only expectations they have are lessons, and nobody really, cares about it that much until you graduate. So you don't really have so much to lose. Because I don't come from, I don't started it with so big amount of money. It wasn't like I had millions. I put millions on that. I put 90% of my money. If I lose it, I will. I was already broke.
I started from zero. There's nowhere less that I can go.
Every young people starts from zero.
Yeah.
You start from you have zero. You have your parents, or you have your supervisors. Even sometimes the government, they give you something with scholarships, etc.
Exactly.
But you are zero. Yeah. You are a person who is zero, which is supported by somebody. So that is the thing. You shouldn't go minus.
Obviously.
You should be at zero at the worst part. The minus is bad. Don't go to minus.
Yeah.
So for my mindset, I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything to lose, but it didn't help me with anything because I didn't have many things to lose. There wasn't something to lose. There wasn't a situation which I will lose many things. So I've been in really stressful, things. I've been in extremely stressful times. I remember that I got sick from the, stress, which goes on for months.
Mm-hmm.
That was a project. I was working so hard. There was any single bad thing happened. Whatever you think happened. The most absurd things, the most unexpected things. Every single unexpected thing and expected thing happened. It was stressful for me.
Very stressful when you think about it.
Yeah, because we were making a joke about every step we take, some flowers, die. That's our step.
That's a good one. Okay. So I want you to give one or more advices to those that want to be an entrepreneur or is an entrepreneur watching this. What would it be in your short period of time being an entrepreneur?
Period of time of being an entrepreneur. Be sure, don't dream that much.
Be sure.
Be sure what you do. Be sure. Most of the entrepreneurs dreaming big. Don't dream big, aim big. These are different. When you dream big, you want to do something which you have no idea how to do it. How is the way? It's normal that you don't know how to make it happen, the methods, etc. But at least you should know how to learn it, who you can learn it from. You should be able to, at least pave the way at the beginning. If you want to know how to start, learn how to start first.
So we could say dreaming big is kind of something like this. Okay.
Don't buy the dreams.
Yeah.
They're selling you dreams. They're feeding you with dreams. The social media, the big most of the social media. Actually.
Yeah, dude with cigar.
You can learn. Yeah, you can learn
some fundamental stuff
from
obviously.
Anybody. Yeah, but the thing is, be sure, learn something. You must be good at something. You must be able to do something. Know what you can do, and do that. And be creative. Don't be somebody who is just a dreamer, who's just sleeping and making dreams.
Yeah.
Just be somebody who wants to make something, who wants to, accomplish that. These are different. Aim big. Don't dream.
What was it? Aim for the stars so you hit the moon or something?
Yeah, that's a good mindset. That's the really, similar with the drowning in the big sea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, to try to be in the biggest part.
It's like this. You want to be Elon Musk, you want to own SpaceX, but you don't even know how a rocket works. So you need to start from there. You don't need to start from being the CEO of SpaceX kind of way. Thinking, yeah.
And one more thing too, some people are dreaming too little. That's a bad thing too.
Too little.
For example, too little, and also they don't know how to do it too. You can find some people who has a brilliant idea on, I don't know, some pet.
Okay. Something.
I will make something like this and it will blow it out. Why? Because everybody uses it. Everybody uses it, but everybody uses it, so somebody sells that.
Yeah. It's too saturated.
Do you have a factory to make it?
No.
Do you have an innovation? Are you an, petrochemical engineer? Are you an machine engineer to make a different machine to transform it? No, dude, it's so simple, it's so cheap, and it sells too much, so I can do it. There are so many people who are doing it.
Yeah, I know.
If you're in the ecosystem, if you're in the sector, if your father owns a factory, do it.
Obviously.
If you don't, learn something and stick on that. Work somewhere, at the most bottom level. Go into some, be intern at a place. Choose your place to be an intern wisely. And when you're intern, nobody gives a damn about you. Don't expect them to teach you something. Most of the time, they won't. Go in there, learn every single thing you want. Try to get that knowledge yourself. Try to get that, skills.
Skills.
To get the skills yourself. That's how you can make it, because people won't make you reach to somewhere. You must figure out how to reach there. So my ideas are, don't dream big, aim big.
Yeah.
Be reasonable. Learn. Figure out how to learn.
Learn.
Yeah, like learning is the most important thing. When you know how to do it, you can figure it out. Actually, you can lose. It's a part of the.
It's a part of the journey. You need to accept it, but you don't try to lose, as we said. So, I want to see your opinion on this. There's a lot of people that like imagine, as you said, like you don't have tons of millions of dollars to spend. Mm-hmm. But some people look at us, not some entrepreneurs, and think that, oh, it's because their dad has some kind of factory. Their dad is rich. They have this kind of network. Mm-hmm. They think that you have something much more greater in some kind of like money-wise way, and that's why you are kind of that person. And they try to make them like play the victim. Mm-hmm. I don't have that much money, so I'm not gonna be that guy.
I don't have that much money.
Yeah, people think that though. Have you ever found those people kind of?
Yeah, of course. Like, I was in a private school with scholarship. Like, we were the nerds of the school, and the other ones was for our because all the class was a scholarship class. So for our classroom, the other ones were the ones who are the dead rich, and for them we were the nerds. This was some sort of an friction. And so I met with both of the guys. I mean, I know the guys who are the daughter or son of the, I don't know, like one of the biggest contractors, one of the biggest or one of the important CEOs, for example. Their children was studying with us. Some of them were my friends. Some of them we weren't really getting along with. And also, for example, the prep school, not prep school, but prep courses for the university exams.
Yeah.
In that course, for example, they were extremely rich. Extremely rich. All of them, most of them, were from Roberts College, St. Joseph, St. Benoit, TED American, like that kind of the most expensive colleges. They were the daughters of some most known factories, some most known companies. They were the owner, not the manager, nothing. They were the owner. I had a friend like at her birthday, her father bought 2 electric cars. One Taycan.
Yeah, I know.
And the other one was a Mercedes. But he wasn't in the entrepreneurship at all. Like when I met them, I see that they are spending their money on parties. They don't be successful. They spend their father's money. These are different. If they're entrepreneurs and they have the opportunity to use their father's money, their generational wealth, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people who are wasting a potential. If you're born with the money, it's a potential. Use it. If you're born with the intelligence, you must use it. If you're born with some artistic, skill, you must use it. You have a good voice, sing. You have an ability to paint.
Yeah, exactly.
You're writing good, write. You have money, use it. You have the brains, use it.
Yeah.
So don't be angry to people who are rich parents. Be angry to people who have potential and wasting it, because that affects our society.
Exactly.
It affects every single one of us.
Actually, it's one of my biggest fear.
Wasting potential?
Yeah, wasting my potential. Like I always think about it. Let's say I die, okay, and I go like I meet God, etc. Like in some kind of hypothetical way, okay. And it was who was it? I think it was David Goggins saying like I'm in that same way. He said like, okay, God meets you, greets you, and reads out the list. Okay, like Enes. He's a motivational speaker, some kind of million followers, etc. Motivational, like marathon runner, company owner, some entrepreneur. And when God reads it, and you say to like, I'm not that guy, and God says that's who you were supposed to be. You had that potential.
No, I don't believe that.
Oh, what do you think? That's one of my biggest kind of fears.
I don't agree with that. Because In my religion, I'm a Muslim, so
Yeah, obviously I'm Muslim as well, but
no, I mean, I don't agree with it because the Turkish saying is üstünlük takvaydadır.
yeah,
Like to be great, the greatness is correlated with your taqwa, with your religious acting. And religious acting is not just opening your palms and praying. It's more than that. If you're working for the name of the God, if you're working for the goodness of humanity, etc., that's the great thing. So you can be angry the ones who are wasting potential, but it's not like it's like the extraordinary potentials. Like they have a huge amount of. For example, think about some biggest families in Turkey.
Okay.
There are 3 or 4 of them. Already. Some of them, or you can think about the bourgeois, other friends.
yeah,
They have the money,
everything.
and they're spending it for some artistic halls, some theaters, some operas, science centers. But many years in Turkey, money didn't go there. You should be angry to them, which had money and didn't use it well, didn't couple it, and afterwards didn't not sharing, but invested in the society, etc. I mean, the potential which I'm mentioning is not only one thing. Yeah, it is also about the personal. It's also their, social. It's also about their financial, anything like.
Yeah, got it.
But on the other hand, like, would I regret to waste my potential? It would be a really great thing to say, like, to. I can't say I have a great potential on this and I will
Make it
use
happen.
that and make it happen. No, just trying.
Yeah,
Anybody can try.
like you said, you're just 21 years old. You are still
I'm
trying.
yeah.
You have a lot of time.
To be successful, know yourself. Try to figure out what your potential is and try to expand your potential. Reaching your potential, trying to reach your potential is not enough. Try to expand your potential. What I mean is expanding your vision. See some new places. Know some new people. But which I mean from the new people, different people. Different places.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
Like going to other countries, it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
They try to go there for vacation. If you go for a vacation, you will spend so much money. Just find a cheap Airbnb. Just find a cheap
Hostels.
Pegasus, Ryanair, the most cheap one. Go there, see the place. Find some people from social media. Find some people from international associations. Meet with them.
Open your vision.
Yeah, if you're from Turkey, like if you're Muslim, for example, go to Bosnia at Ramadan. Just get in some mosque at the iftar. Go meet with them. They will teach you. So they will have you will have some friends from there. Go into a cafe, meet with the owner, etc.
Got it.
Meet with shop owner. They have so many stories. They deal with people every day, every time. They will have so many stories. Talk with them from different countries.
So you're saying that in order to learn, you need to listen, basically.
Yeah, you need to listen. You need to observe.
Observe and listen.
Sometimes talking teaches so much to you.
Yeah, true.
Like listening teaches you, acting, everything teaches you. There
is no end.
there is no end.
Good. It was very interesting topics, actually. I mean,
This was a pleasure for me to be your guest.
It was a pleasure for me to be a guest in here, in the university, actually. The university is so good. Lovely. And thank you for talking. Thank you for being here. It's been, I don't know, a lot, like 1 hour. But some really good insights. And thank you guys for watching it,
Thank
as
you so
usual.
much. I hope that it wasn't so boring to listen to me. It was a pleasure for me to talk to you guys.
Yeah. As usual, like, subscribe, etc. You know the drill. And I will see you guys in the next episode. See ya.